wait, that's me.
Fight! Fight! Giants, get that ball and go! Go Giants, go!
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll see Tyrone Tracy. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Giants and the Commanders, and it's all up next.
We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback out of Ole Miss.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I could play at this level. I know that I could lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do. This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense, and boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop. Now, faking the give. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Eckler.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
On 4th down, the Commanders going to send out their veteran Tress Way to punt. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Giants offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 24. Frankie Luvu there to make the play defensively. They'll stick with him again. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
This is a great example of when a great play call meets great execution. His blockers created a nice run lane, and all he had to do was get there and hit it, and that is a massive gain on the ground.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will have a Giants first down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A carry here for Tracy. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Johnny Newton there on the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. 0-0 is the score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
A run on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, New York. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, Noah Igbenogany. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's used his legs to great effect this year. both when the pocket breaks down and by design, as you check out the league leaders in quarterback rushing yards. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Eckler. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Again, it's Eckler. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
The 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
To throw is Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield. 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He's across midfield. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught, and he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Returning is Igbenogany. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, Daniels. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away. Get back out there on 3rd down and give yourself a chance.
Here's Tress Way now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this 2nd quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Back to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. He'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3.
to kick off for New York.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Tyler Nubin is there for the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Gets a quick throw over to Samuel.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Running right up the gut, it's Eckler. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, it's Daniels. This is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adeba. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll run with Tracy. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. Handoff here, up the middle, and that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down. after a gain of 7.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This is one of those coverage sacks, Mike. They had 6 defensive backs just flooding the back end with defenders, and when you force a quarterback to hold the ball longer than expected, it allows that pass rush to get home and results in a sack.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down, and here comes 4th down. He'll go. Here's Daniels. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be a fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Daniels going to throw again. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
2 plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. He's got his big tight end. Zach Ertz. Touchdown, Commanders. Here's Daniels. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Slayton. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Giants.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their 1st sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
In trouble, and down he goes. The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. Not much there, maybe a yard.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going in the short game.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, Eckler. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss. Samuel has it working in the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Here's 1st down. Eckler. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run.
And this is going to be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 3rd and 6. Here's a run with Eckler. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap. They'll come up now for second down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the Commanders. And it is a season sweep for them. They defeat their division rivals for the second time this year.